Well, we are back. It is November 21st. A year ago today, we were fishing, ice fishing that is. I think it was our first ice fishing trip of the season. It may have been the 20th, I don't remember, or something like that. But here is where we stand right now. The lake is wide open, but it is cold. It's nasty out. It's like maybe 15 degrees, blowing like crazy, snowing. We've had about an inch of snow today. It won't take much. We need the wind to quit, and then I think we're going to see a lot of ice on the small lakes on the Gunflint Trail. Little Iron is frozen. Swamper is frozen. The really small, shallow lakes are mostly frozen, but that's about it. Last year at this time, most of the small lakes had good ice to walk on. This year, we're going to be a week, maybe 10 days behind, so we'll see. Well, check this out. Holy smokes. It is the next day. It's morning of the 22nd, and I knew the ice would form fast, but I didn't think it would form this fast. Round Lake is almost entirely frozen. We're not going to call it froze yet because there's a bit over here that's open, but it made a lot of ice with high winds. It dropped down to like maybe 8 or 9 degrees last night. I think it was 12 at 8 o'clock this morning. Look at that. Making ice even though it was windy. It kind of sunk our dock there a little bit. That's kind of strange. But look at that. This isn't going to open up. Well, it's the 23rd and Round Lake is frozen solid, which happened really fast. There were some parts way out here that were open yesterday morning, and that was it. And last night got down to single digits, mid-single digits maybe, and the wind quit and froze up. So it is good to see the lake is making ice right now. It's expanding, it's popping and cracking. So given the weather forecast, I think that should be good to fish Thursday or Friday, certainly by Saturday. Cross Bay looks pretty solid, although I don't think we're going to try to walk out there. The water here came up about at least 1.5 feet second week of deer season, because we got almost 2 inches of rain here at Tuscarora, and then in the southern part of this watershed, like Long Island, maybe farther south there, they ended up with 3-4 inches of rain. So the water came shooting up here, and that doesn't do anything good for the ice, all that current coming back. So it's gonna be a while before we try to walk out here. Well, Seagull's got a ways to go. There's still an awful lot of heat this lake has to give up before it freezes over, although it's trying. If you look out towards Wilderness Canoe Base, which is right here, you're not gonna see it very well on the GoPro. On the islands there, it looks like it's frozen, but the water is too warm here. Maybe more ice by Saturday, with the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday being pretty darn cold. It's the corridor, and it is completely frozen with what looks like about 1/8 of an inch of ice. I don't think we're going to be testing that ice, but this should keep the wind from opening up, and that is good. Well, it is a beautiful Thanksgiving morning on the Gunflint Trail. It's 9 degrees, I think, if you can see that. And what are we up to? Well, ice fishing season is here, and I need some minnows. I have salted minnows, but I don't have any live minnows, and no one in town had any live minnows the other day, so we're gonna go get some of our own. We've got a trap in a pond through the ice, and we'll check it and see what we got. Well, here we are on the pond. The trap is in the water, taking a blow of this board. We're gonna have to chill some ice. Oh yeah. Ada's pulling it up here. Let's see what we got. Hard to say. Oh, we got a few. Not a ton, but
not a ton.
That's all right. We don't need a ton. Well, not a big haul, but that's enough for a little bit of fishing. We'll leave the trap in and see what we get tomorrow. Well, we are farther out on Round now. Out at the end of the bay. There's home. It's ice is looking pretty darn good. Ada's gonna drill a hole here, and this is the first official measurement of the year on Round Lake. Oh, I call that at least a foot. All right, let's check it out. Here we go. First official measurement is probably around 3.5 inches, maybe a little more. Pretty good. Pretty good for Thanksgiving.